I finished handling my business, so I just wanted to do a late night read for somebody who was pulled or drawn to be very observant at this time, right? You were told to quiet the noise, you were told to remove yourself from amongst chaotic energy. And it was all for a reason. I want to get into why you were being called to do that. Right? And not only did you remove yourself so that you could remain healthy and happy, um, God led you in that direction for your protection, right? It was something that was going on behind the scenes that you could not see or you were unaware of. And we're going to get into why. I'm hearing that you're a very, well, I'm seeing that you're a very balanced person, right? And you've been tested time and time again. And for every test, yes, your ancestors were protecting you even if you failed that test, right? Because you never fail, you only learn. But yeah, so while you were going through these tests, you were passing them with flying colors, but you had to fail at one point in order to be able to pass a test, right? A life lesson. We're gonna get into why were you being called into not isolation, but you were called to because you're still out and about. I'm seeing, but you had to remove yourself, not forcibly, but you're a person that follows your intuition, that follows your or that understands discernment, and you have great decision making skills. So I'm getting like it was a gut instinct. Your gut told you. Mm. So it was somebody behind the scenes trying to affect your life, right? And you knowingly, not unknowingly, this is for people that are woke, right? You knowingly removed yourself because you felt it coming. You like, wait, this person acting a little too nice. This person being a little too friendly. Like the energy was off. You felt it in your body before they even stepped into the room. You know, you were able to sense their intentions. You did not know exactly what. You could not pinpoint exactly what their intentions were, but you knew like something ain't right. You knew something ain't right, and because of that, you're the observer at this moment, right? And we're not just talking about peace. We're not talking about oh you're peaceful, right? Because you create your own peace sometime in chaotic situations. That's not true peace. True peace is when shit ain't going on around you, and you also created that peace where you don't need to create it because it's just there, right? And we were talking about earlier about a false sense of security. Now, what I'm getting is that this person who was trying to, I'm not sure if they was trying to take you through another test that you already learned from, but you passed the test, but it's still something you don't know about this person that was trying to like come smiling in your face, showing you fake love and shit, right? We have a card there is watching, and I keep looking back at the card. Why does it say watching? Was this person like watching what? Watching you? Oh, the person was watching what moves you were making so that they could interfere and see how they could weasel their way in. That's what it's given. This person was trying to attach themselves to something that you're building and watching also to make sure that or to see if you were still aware of their true character, if you would disregard. That's what I'm getting. They were watching to see if you would disregard their low vibrational behavior or try to forget it, forgive and forget. Good evening. We doing a late night read. Whoever this is that you picked up on game early though, and you know that they were coming with these illusions. Like you saw that shit from a mile away. You felt it in your spirit. Everything in you told you, don't get comfortable. Do not get comfortable. Do not get too comfortable around them because I think they already tested you in the past, and that could have been you were at a point where you used to fail tests, right, left and right, but you were learning so that way when that test come back around, you could ace it. It's not about oh you failing something and oh it's over for you. You had ancestral protection this whole time, so it's nothing they could have done. It was just to show you, like, okay, this is what a liar looks like. It doesn't matter if this is what a liar looks like. You had to for a second, you know, you had to fall back, and it may have been uncomfortable because you weren't able to be a true loving, giving self. But you peep something. You peep something like that you may have not noticed before about this person. They tried every tactic. They attempted every tactic. Yeah, and this was to try to give you an option. You're in this energy. You know, when I speak to people, they're usually in this high priestess energy, right? Where you're creating and minding your business. They were watching what moves you were making and what you was walking towards. Meaning, like, what is this person? They wasn't coming to snake you at the moment, but they were watching this heavy watching energy. What is this person's next move? What do they have planned? How can I intervene? You know, because they couldn't beat you. So when they can't beat you, what do? They try to join you against your will, right? Try to force themselves on you. It's spiritual rape at the end of the day. If you tell somebody, okay, this is a boundary I have for myself and you will respect it, you have no choice, and they still attempt to weasel their way around your boundary, that's spiritual rape. And they have to deal with the consequences later on. Oh, people think, oh, the physical, no. The spiritual too, people do it all the time, forcing themselves upon people. Same way people on the internet try to force their beliefs on people, you know. Those be the real criminals. Those be the actual rapists. I'm not sure if I could say that, but those be the actual, you know what I mean, like bleed. Let's call a spade a spade, you know. I think they wanted you, because I'm like, let's call a spade a spade. They wanted you to see them for something that they weren't. You already revealed themselves. They already revealed themselves as liars and thieves. So why would this time be any different? And that you passed your test because you kept that in mind, right? You were not playing. Yeah, you cut shit off at the root. You don't allow it to play into seed because you already knew one state is a wrap for me, and now you got to start again. You're like, I'm not starting again. If I start, it's going to be by choice or by God's will. It's not going to be somebody trying to play God in your life. And they were trying to give you this full sense, like, no, I'm here for you this time. I learned my lesson without saying it, you know, because they would never verbally admit to what they've done, but they'll say the sorries and, oh, I'm trying to make up. And what did you do? Say the action that you did. Say what you did in the physical. Don't subtly apologize because you did that disrespectful shit out loud, you know. So I respect. It was this guy that came against Jay-Z. Even that's a whole nother story. But when people disrespect, like Amy recently, they called Royce crazy. Now you're forced to. If the disrespect is loud, the apology better be louder. You know, you don't allow people to play in your face, and they knew that. I think they was still doing their little shit. They're like, okay, this person not falling for the rage bait no more. Like, I can't just get them out they character easily. How else? And it's crazy because earlier when I was on one of my first lives, like for the evening, I was talking about don't come against my bread, my baby, and unless you really want to see, fuck all them laws. Them laws go out the window when it comes for that, and that's why God don't allow them to come my way, right? When it comes to things like that. But you may be that person, like you don't play about what you've built, and it's okay to be that way. It's okay to be that way. I don't care what people they call it, materialistic, whatever. But one thing you do not play about is your bread, your children, and your stability. But they not gonna come straight like that, you know. But you I think you spoke up to them. You spoke up about how uncomfortable you were. You spoke up. Or somebody spoke up to you about how comfortable they were with you just being around them, you know. You don't get that close-up view no more. So when you cut that close-up view off, what do people do? They have no choice but to watch from a distance. Like, yeah, you're not sitting at the table no more. You're damn sure not. Yeah. They came prematurely with these, like, oh yeah, I did change, but they thought their words would play a part, when you was still looking at their actions. So this could have been you watching them to see if they actually grew and learned from their mistakes. No, they didn't. They didn't. They just wanted you to, I guess, play dumb with them. You been over that. That you is dead and gone. You don't play dumb no more. You're not that person anymore, right? You're an abundant individual. Anything that you want, you get. So for them to even attempt to, what were they monitoring? Because I want more clarity on like what were they monitoring. We already know like your next moves, right? And they noticed that you wasn't giving out no information. Yeah, you tell basic shit like, yeah, I got this bill to pay, I got that to do, but you wasn't talking about any creative projects you were working on behind the scenes. They wanted to know, you know why? So they could get ahead of you. So like if you say, oh, I'm gonna start making shoes, they wanted you to slip up and be loose at the tongue. You were instructed to for the moment. Because if you went against what you knew and what God was telling you, your intuition, your gut feeling was telling you, that stale air and the energy, if you were to go against that, they would. How much you want to bet if you said I'm about to make shoes or start a shoe line? Next thing they come to you like, oh, I made these shoes. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you're a passionate person. So anything you create, any idea, you probably in the past have shared your ideas with the wrong people. And you know, as soon as you share to the wrong ears, they either put doubt in your ear or they'll try to imitate what you had planned. I'm trying to fix my cards. You're like, not today. Not today, Satan. You like, I've been learned that lesson. I'm not falling for it. You don't get to live in bliss with me. And they may have been somebody who was supposed to be a part of your journey or your come up, you know? But I'm hearing they self-sabotage the whole time while they thought they were stopping you. They wasn't stopping nothing. So they're forced to continue to watch. And they'll be tested now. Since they wanted to play God in your life so bad. Now the real God is testing them. The real God had to stand up. I'm hearing like, well, the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up, right? Come up the camera. You ate all my pretzels? Why you didn't share none with me? You ate all my pretzels. And that ties into the message too. You see, I'm like, oh, huh? I want more pretzels. Okay. Let me say this real quick. You know how I was just like, oh, you ate all the pretzels, I'm getting what they okay, I said okay. Okay, I'm gonna get you some. Come lay down. So I could go get your pretzels. Come lay down. So I'm hearing like same way I was like, oh, you ate all the pretzels. I'm hearing that they would have left you with nothing this time. If you would have failed that test, they would have ate it and left not one crumb for you. Yeah, this is a karmic situation from the past. Somebody holding resentment, right? Somebody who have probably taught you your biggest lessons in life. Man, you took off. You running farther fuck away from them. Mommy. Yeah. Is that pretzels? Oh, pretzels? Oh no, they ate the pretzels. You ate on mama pretzels. Okay. Yeah, let me go get him some pretzels. Oh, yeah, y'all know how when I start reading, here Raja come. Yeah, they would have left you with no crumbs, to be honest. And mind you, they wanted to have that attachment to you because after you finish, I'm getting, once you finish building and actually getting to where you want it to be, they would have came and tried to pull the rug from under your feet, sweep all that shit away, try to take full credit, try to tarnish your name, you know? But you ain't, listen, you like not one attachment, not one connection. Come on, let's get some more pretzels. More pretzels. You don't get that access to me anymore. You know, you stood up for yourself. Look, your pretzels are right here. You stood up for yourself. You said, listen, that part of me is dead, but they didn't realize it. They didn't realize that that overly empathetic version of you, an empath. once they evolve and like get past that people pleasing stage, right, and picking up and understanding people's stories, you get to a point where you don't give a fuck about the story. How are you now? How are you operating now in the world, right? After that, you had plenty time to heal from childhood wounds. You had plenty time to heal from childhood wounds. You had plenty time to do right by people and apologize and actually speak up for what you did wrong. But they chose the easy route. The disrespect was loud, but the apology was real quiet. Yeah, the apology was real quiet. While you're filling your cup up, your bowl up, right, and creating new for yourself. That's why you were told to pay attention. You already learned that lesson. Even if you wanted to go back, you can't. Even if you wanted to go back, you could not. And it's for one reason only, because you don't have it in you no more. That piece of you is seared off like the corners of a steak. It's seared off. That version of you does not exist anymore. Where you try to over explain yourself and try to make people feel comfortable. Actually, I think you like to make people uncomfortable. You like, fuck it. Let me be me a little louder, right? You may be that type of person. Let me be me a little louder. You don't care about people's comfortability, especially when they in your space, right? This is your world. This is your atmosphere. This is your force field. So anything trying to penetrate that and go against what God wants for you, you that soldier on the front lines. You don't play when it comes to your stability, your health, and your wealth. They should have asked somebody, right? Stop! Get from behind me. I said, yo, messy. He messy. They tried to embarrass you. That's what it's. And this is how these messages come. They tried to embarrass you for real. They was trying to get so close where you did not see them coming to snatch the wig right off, right? Snatch the bonnet right off. They attempted. That's what they would have done. I'm over here speaking facts. He was trying to snatch the bonnet off. Yeah, I know I'm boiled under here, so it don't even matter. I just wet my hair, but I said wet my hair like if I ain't washed. But I just took a shower, put my bonnet on so it don't get dry. He don't keep one on. But yeah, they tried to embarrass you again. They may have done it in the past. They may have attempted to humiliate you before and actually succeeded. I'm not gonna lie, they may have succeeded. We all have been there, right? We're only human. But they don't know, because of those things that they intentionally did, it was teaching you. God used them to elevate you, right? And it's only up from here. I said stop. That's not funny. I don't find it funny. It's bedtime. Don't make me take the pretzels. You had to discipline yourself. It's giving spaghetti, making spaghetti and shit. Raja, don't play with me. They tried to embarrass you. It didn't work though. Not this time. I'm on live. Don't do that. I'll punch your belly button. Get your ass over there. Yeah, exactly. But little do they know, that part of us, myself included, that part of you is dead and gone. And I spoke about this before you joined Aria. I said you set boundaries for yourself, and if anybody, I don't care who it is, parent, child, if you set a boundary and they forcibly, grown children, babies don't know no better, but you teach them. But any adult that goes against those boundaries and try to, like, okay, I don't like people doing XYZ, I don't invite nobody to my house. And if they attempt to go around those, that's considered spiritual grape, right? Grape juice. Spiritually, that's what it's called. You've learned that lesson. Like I keep repeating, you seared it off. And the fact that I keep repeating this is telling me that they wanted you to repeat a cycle that's already closed out. They didn't make it on that boat with you. They were supposed to, I'm hearing. They were supposed to get on that boat with you. They were supposed to be prosperous with you. You guys were supposed to be intertwined, and it would have been a lifelong connection. But due to their actions of them trying to sabotage you and interfere in your life, they are no longer welcome. They are no longer a part of that. God told you to shh and pay attention. Use your eyes, your spiritual eyes. Your spiritual eyes. Because let me tell you, if you didn't have these, you could still sense when somebody walks in the room. Your other senses get stronger, right? Somebody that lack in one area, they gain in the next. They didn't understand that that portion of you was gone. I put my cards up because I don't need them. They was just for visualization purposes only. But I'm hearing as this abundance continues to pour in, you're only going up, right? that door closed. Even if you want it to turn back, you can't. I'm hearing as you go up, you will start to see more and more people fall off. Because there's still some people that's supposed to get you like at least one step or two steps further, and then their time is done. They are meant to go back on their own direction. You know, that's the human journey in life. We are on our own separate paths. And as we're on our paths, we come in contact with each other, right? The road is not straight and narrow. The road is not straight and narrow, and I can tell you that, especially God's way is not straight and narrow. Because how would you learn something if it was? That's an illusion. That's a facade that people try to fearmonger and keep you trapped. Like, no, the straight. So try, if you really tried. Because listen, people say stuff, you got to test the spirit. The way you test the spirit, test it yourself. Somebody say don't turn right, you turn the fuck right and see for yourself on why you shouldn't turn right. That's the life is the best teacher. Somebody could tell you, see for yourself. See, me, I don't promote do as I say. I say see for yourself, learn for yourself, find out for yourself. Plenty people could tell you stuff, right? And I'm hearing this may have been somebody who you confided in, who you looked up to, who you actually went to with your deepest problems, and you trusted them. You trusted them. Whole time they was leading you astray. They was making you planting that seed so you could self-sabotage. I'm hearing anybody you brought around, it was always an issue. Anytime you was having fun, that you got backlash from it on why you couldn't. You may have lived, this is giving parent energy, you may have lived with them or lived with them. But now that you're on your own and doing your own thing, they can't, they mad because they're not a part of that. But when they were around and integral in your life, they didn't do right by it. They didn't give you the resources. They decided to gatekeep those and let you figure it out for yourself. So now that you figured it out for yourself, oh yeah, they live it. They live it because they're playing fair. It was never about a chess or checkers, right? It was never about that. You wasn't playing the game. See, if you had known it was a game, you still could have beat their ass. You still could have won, right? People become sore losers when you play games. That's why I don't play games with people. I play cards and casino because I be a sore loser sometimes. Like, damn, I shouldn't have came here. Like, let me go work extra hard to get that bread back. Like, right? But that's why when you go to the casino, you play with what you can afford. I'm not bringing my whole life savings to the casino. That would never happen. I'm too aware and conscious for that dumb shit. Like, but I seen people pull out bread. Old people, young people. It be mostly older people though. They'll come with their fucking retirement check and try to gamble that whole shit, flip it. Like, duh. We make smart decisions around here. You may be that type of person too, where you budget, you watch your finances, how they come in, how they go out. When you get bread, you may be the type of person to see, okay, how can I double this? How can I flip this? How can I multiply this? That's the type of person you may be. And I say may because, as people come and go out the room, it don't resonate with everybody. But I'm getting that you're that type of person. They work hard for years to get what I got in a short time. They fiercely act like I don't deserve it. Yeah, exactly. Because guess what? You overcame their tactics, their fear mongering. They tried to scare it out of you. They don't realize it's in you. You was born with that. It can't be given. It can't be taught. Right? People want the remain close. Stop. That's why they remain close. They couldn't get the rest. They thought if they stayed around you long enough, and were discreet about how they do it, that's why they smile in your face whole time. Got a whole knife in their hand. But you're aware that now, whoever I'm talking to is a conscious person. You like, wait, my money don't be funny. Why the fuck every time I do something, it's like a blockage, it's a wall. That's not you. You felt in your spirit like that's not right. That's not. I know me. Anything I touch turn to gold. Anything I touch turn to gold. So why is it turning to shit now? What do I have around me? You took inventory. Like, okay, it's 4 people around me because 4 people watch. There's 4 people around me. Get rid of this one. 3 people left. You like, okay, shit got a little better. Shit still going left in my thing. Okay, get rid of this person. You narrowed that shit down one by one. 2 people left. You're like, what the fuck? I'm doing what I usually do. It's just like it came out of nowhere. Okay. Them 3 people going out the 4. It was still one person left. You didn't want to believe it. You like, maybe it's just, not my time. Or you made excuses on why I couldn't be that last person. It's gas money. Why not gamble it to have a good time and maybe make it double? No, I was saying people go to I'm saying people go to the casino where when I used to go. I used to do Uber. Like, this is in a minute, like 2021. I went to the one in Queens and I would see older people. It was like a lot of Asian people at the casino. Come off my back. Come off my back. It's bedtime. Good night. And they'll pull out their wives, retirement bread, like SSI and all of that. And I'm talking about the person I'm talking to is smart. They're gonna be like, okay, let me take a percentage of that and go have some fun and try to flip it. They're not gonna take the whole thing, and chances are you make smart decisions, right? Whoever I'm speaking to makes. I'm on live. Say excuse me. Say okay. Yeah, you keep coming over here looking at the camera. Excuse my baby, because he's a baby. Get that stink butt on my face. Now you hit your mouth on the wall because you're not supposed to be standing there. All gas money. I'm crying. Yeah, but you were a person that watches what comes, and you was making excuses for this person. See, I ain't get off track. You was making excuses for this person. Like, it can't be that last person. That's my mother. That's my father. That's my grandma. Lay down. I forgot to mute it. That's my grandma. It couldn't be her. That's my sister. That's my brother. That last person that was remaining out the 4. That last person, you like, it couldn't be that person. You made so many excuses until one day something happened, and yeah, I don't know, by chance, right? They pissed you off just enough where you say, let me block them. And shit started moving again. Like, it started going good. No, take some out here. Shit started going back good again. And you like, so then you tested it. Get off. I gave you your thing. And it's crazy because let me tell you something. I had a dream where, I kid you not, when I had a dream about my baby before he was born. That's enough. I had a dream that I was in my birth mother's van, and I had plenty dreams where I was like, where's Raja? Where's Raja? Where's Raja? Where's Raja? Like, I always kept looking for him. And then I had a few dreams where they took him. Yeah. So I seen it coming, right? And I'm like, why I keep having these dreams, and God showed me who was driving. I told them, the person that was in the dream, I told them, I'm like, I saw you, and you. Hey, what? That's crazy. Yeah, okay. You okay. See, they will come for what you love the most. They will come for your kids. They will come for your finances, your stability, your mental. That's enough to. You take a man. A man is just a man. You take a man's physical, his stability, her physical, her stability, her well-being, and even attempted to take your health. That's enough to drive a regular person insane, right? That's enough to drive a regular person insane. And I'm hearing that whoever this happened to, this is given past energy, right? This is something you overcame, but recently it has resurfaced because that person who you've been cut off is still, they attempting to force themselves, their energy onto you. Forcibly. You don't call them, you don't reach out, but they still keep trying to pop in. Hey, everything good? You know, it is crazy because I don't remember the Bible verse from verse, but I grew up Christian, you know. They would attempt. Back up off of me. They would attempt. But see, God told you to shh and pay attention with your in the spiritual. Because your physical eyes were seeing a smile. Your physical eyes were seeing gifts being presented to you. Your physical eyes were showing you this person is regretful, remorseful. And then guess what? Your spirit was telling you something totally different, the opposite, polar opposite. You're like, wait, let me. You pretty smart on confirming things, right? You a person that used to second guess, but you always need confirmation now, like one time. Okay, if I see this is off, let me fall back. You know that's the best way to get clarity on things. You fall back from a situation. Exactly. You fall back from a situation and you analyze the room. Like you see, like, okay, what action did I take to get this result? And shit wasn't adding up. You like, okay, I've retracted my energy, but yet this person may have still been popping up, or this situation may have been. I'm getting person. See, this is a story that keep coming to mind. Although I've experienced something similar in my life where people will try to force their energy on me, right? Um, I'm to a point, just speaking from my own experience, I'm to a point where that shit don't fly. That old Robin is dead. Like she doesn't exist. Like some of you. Like some of you. That person doesn't exist. I don't overgive no more. I used to. See, that's ignorance. When you don't know no better, you overgive. You overshare. You over empathize with people. Yeah, I understand you now. I'm not overstanding shit. I understand you because I really don't care. I'm focused on me and mine, right? Once God teach you that lesson, you have no choice but to protect it and move smart, more strategic this time. As humans, one thing, like, say for people that don't believe, right? Because it's people that don't believe. If it's people that don't believe, scientifically speaking, the human body will tell you a lot about the God body. Human body, if you're in a environment where you're always in danger, right? Your nervous system starts to act a certain way. Your hormones you start to be off and on actually. But your body starts to adapt to that environment of danger. So now even if you're in a peaceful environment and you sense a little danger, your body picks up on it quicker. Your body picks up on it quicker. So the unspoken is seen always for people who have been around danger most of their lives, right? You may have been in some crazy situations where you like, how the fuck did I get out of that? How the hell did I get out of that? I was supposed to be toe up. I was supposed to be done up. Like, I was supposed to not have a smile on my face. I was supposed to be out here raggedy. I was supposed to be out here. Yeah, exactly. Wait, you talking about like Coco? Yeah, like you can't be easily matized, you know? Matized. You can't be matized by shit. But what I'm saying is, your body naturally responds. So if for people that don't believe it's God, right? Look at the human body. The human body adapts to its environment. Anything that goes against your natural adaptation to how you self-preserve, how you preserve your life, right? Because I don't care how hard you think you are. If you in a situation and you make a stupid decision that'll end you, see, I always take it there to the extreme, and you may look at people like that too. Like they always take it to the extreme. And somebody on here that may look at people like they always take it to the extreme, but it's because they've always been in extreme situations and they know nothing else. Surprise them with some peace. Surprise them with genuine love. That'll shock. That'll have catch them off guard for real. Surprise them with some genuine shit. They don't. They never knew peace. They had to create their own peace in dysfunction because of people like this trying to force their energy on them after they said, written, sent a letter to a pigeon saying, I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my atmosphere. I don't want to see your face. and they don't hate you. They just don't fuck with you. It's a difference. I don't got no hate because there's no emotion that come with it. The emotion is get far the fuck up. You about to choke me. Hold on, y'all. Let me, cause he over here trying to choke the shit. It be your own kids as well. Get out. You want to get out and go in the living room and stay there? It be your own kids. He's sitting here trying to he's sitting here trying to choke me out. Like, the fuck wrong with you? Y'all saw him pulling my chain, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to pull it so he could get off. Come from behind me, Raja. Now. Go on your side. You sent the letter through a pigeon, right? Saying, oh no, this person is no longer invited. God didn't even allow them near you. And for some, and mind you, they're not affecting you, right? They still speak evil shit over you in the privacy of their homes. They still try to play and shit and go to people to try to read you and see what you got going on and coming up in life and see what you spending your time on. But they're hitting a brick wall because it's not for them to see. They're trying to tap into your energy. Your energy is your energy. Like, the fuck you want to be in somebody else's energy for? They don't know if you was attached to, because they know you've elevated. You're not attached to anything that doesn't feed your soul. You're not attached. You don't have no drama. Your life is pretty peaceful. Like, you be chilling. You have fun as well. That's something that they envy. They envy because they can't go out and enjoy life by themselves. They always need a crowd. They always need people to validate their feelings and emotions and their hypocrisy. They need people to gossip with. That's what fuels them. There's a difference between you and them. Right? Oil and water do not mix unless you boil that shit. And even still, the water be greasy as fuck. You make it some type of soup. Y'all don't mix anymore. They are just not your portion. Exactly. It's called confusion, right? When people sit in confusion too long and refuse to elevate, I see it all the time. And some of them make sense, but then they'll do something contradictory of what they speak out their mouth. They say they believe in God, but they're doing ungodly shit. And when I say ungodly, I'm not talking about religion. I mean, like, preying on people's downfall. Talking about people every time you have a conversation with them. That's ungodly to me, right? Because I actually serve God. Meaning, like, I admit, I don't say I'm perfect. And I don't try to present I'm perfect. I'm a real individual. I work on stuff too. But he met me where I'm at, so that's what it is. He didn't say, oh, wait till you're perfect at speaking to start speaking. He said, do that shit. He told me do it, and I will fix you along the way, right? Because you don't know who somebody could reach. I see you. I hear you. You know why? Because I can relate myself. I don't just speak about stuff I've been through because I pick up on stuff I didn't. Excuse me, you can watch TV over here. He gonna do all of that just to peek around, right? Y'all don't mix anymore. So I'm hearing they had that last chance to try to come up against you. Man, you may have had front row seats to this downfall because you may have gotten some news about something happening to them, like maybe a health issue they're dealing with, or maybe a job change. Like, you see shit, look, you didn't ask for it, they just share this information with you. It's like, God, I don't care. But no, it's meant for you to see it, so you know. It's just more confirmation on how real he is, how she is, how the universe is. You don't see somebody who's been through shit and has actually evolved. You don't sit around waiting on somebody's downfall. You don't sit around waiting on karma to come to them. I had somebody tell me, oh, when are the people gonna get their karma who did me wrong? The people not the reason you still chasing dick or dudes. The people not the reason that did you wrong is not the reason you still can't love yourself and pour into yourself. The people who you did wrong is not fighting addictions. You are. It all points back to you. It all points back to you. People who have, experienced loss, they understand why they should be grateful for what they have, because they know when they lose it, it's only on God's time and when they get it back. So, well, people, that's how it goes. And sometimes, yeah, you have to. Yeah, God, you have protection. But then God, like, okay, what you gonna do for yourself? Did you take that first step? You didn't even have to shoot back. All you had to do was remove yourself. Like, that's fighting back as well. Removing yourself completely. You don't got no energy to play with no more. It don't matter how you look. People will try to outcast you. Stop jumping on my bed before you get off. People will try to outcast you. But you notice how they always need a crowd to do these things. They can never face you one-on-one. They always got other people co-signing. They always got other people putting that battery in their back. They always got other people bigging them up. Because guess what? Them people didn't really know the truth either. Some did, some didn't. Some they told blatant lies to. Like, oh, this is why I do this to this person. And they like, oh yeah, I would have did the same thing or worse if they would did that to me. It's a complete lie. They were attacking whoever I'm speaking about for no reason, all because of jealousy and envy. How about you go out there and find what you like to do? But oh, why? You can't. Because you're so distracted by what other people got going on that you have yet to do the work. They thought they wasn't going to do the work and still tag along with you. Oh no, God just replaced them. He put somebody else in place of them. He trusted you with certain things because he know you would do right by others. We are here. Look, let me show y'all something. My baby drew on the wall. This look like a whole face. My baby drew on the wall from the direction I'm looking at. He drew on the wall and I wiped some of the blue. Look at this. This look like a whole mouth. And I wiped some of it away. It looked like a woman. If you see the wall, it looked like hair. Deja vu. I just got deja vu showing that. Like, I don't know why. Like, when I say deja vu, and I ain't get that in a minute. I used to always get it like, damn, I've been here before. This part of my life, and you make it relate. This part of my life has been unexpected. Like, I never made it to this part. Like, if you do believe in past lives or something, how you get deja vu for majority of your life, and then it just disappears, or it rarely shows up. Like, just now I had deja vu, but like I was showed that before, but it stopped coming in a minute. That's the crazy part to me. Yeah, no longer. That's what I'm saying. So they're forced to watch. So don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. You give them a show. You give them a show. While they're forced to sit in their energy. I've been picking up on that all week. It's plenty from a masculine to a feminine to a mother figure to co-workers. Like these people are being forced to sit in their own energy. Huh? This is apple juice. Okay, thank you. You are too. I speak for those who are never spoken for. I'm that person. I'm who I say all the time. I'm who the people manifested. The people that speak up. People will tell you a message, but if you can't see yourself in somebody's shoes, then or never even experience what you're trying to preach about or speak up about, you can't tell them nothing, because you don't know how it feels to overcome addiction. You don't know how it feels to get set up and backstabbed and betrayed. Everybody cannot relate to that. It seems like the norm for a lot of us. That's not my norm now, but I'm saying previously. That's why I said in the past, I could relate to somebody who's been through hell and back more than somebody who portrays this luxury. I was born into wealth. Everybody want to be fucking rich. Everybody want to be rich. Like, everybody want to be struggle free. Remember when that was a thing? Everybody, yeah, these people, I relate to them. They actually been through shit. Like, but I've been through worse. And guess what? I'm not on a major platform where I can talk. I speak to I'm a regular person that speaks to regular people with unregular gifts, right? with bigger purposes. I don't need to be on a big screen to touch people. I've met plenty, I'm only 30, I've met plenty people and have helped plenty people along my way, and they have helped me as well. And none of it came from blood, none of it came from loved ones or people I've trusted, right? So I've learned these lessons. But the energy I'm picking up, that's why I said earlier, like the people I'm speaking to now, when I started the reading, these are people, that's past energy. And that's how I know, that was confirmation for me that this person is from your past, somebody you outgrew, somebody you've been, say, good riddance with, that keeps trying to come back. They keep trying to throw your past in your face, maybe. They may be trying to do that. They may be trying to prove to themselves that you are still the same, because they can't believe it. They can't believe you have outgrown them. They can't believe you aren't easily triggered anymore. They can't believe that you actually abundant and keep manifesting with no interferences now. When people see like, oh, they know it's only up from here. They know it's only you're gonna keep going up and keep going up and keep going up until God says it's your time, right? They know they only had a season of your life. But you build character along those tests and within those lessons. You build character, something that they could never obtain, you know? Because they scared to do the work. They scared to be by themselves. And I think that's really what it is. The fact that you probably have had this, look, watching. I see the watching card. It's just giving watching. You built yourself up so much. Like, they surprised that you confident. Leave my laptop. Go lay down. They surprised that you confident. Not to control freak that try to use leverage to control all the time, every interaction. Exactly. I've experienced that too. I've experienced that from multiple people. Watch out, they control what decision you make. They don't come in with pure intentions. They want to control what job you doing, how you do it, how you feeling today, and then how you feeling tomorrow. Control how you feel about yourself. I've experienced mainly, control what you driving, if you're driving. Move over so you can lay down. I've had car sabotage. 2 to be exact. The first car I showed, it was only a handful of people around me, 3 people. My boyfriend at the time, my closest friend, damn near best friend, my brother, and my birth mother. All 3 of them motherfuckers were snakes. All 3 of them. I don't know about the bro. I could not believe it because my ex is the one that told me the bro stole my scooter. Next day, I showed him, like, we cheersed and everything. We cheersed and everything with champagne I bought. I surprised them with my first car. You think my mother said, oh, you need to go register it. You need to have money for that. No, fuck that. Niggas not giving you the reason. Niggas gatekeep when they don't give a fuck. Next day I woke up, window busted, scooter going. I used to ride one of the scooters. Scooter going. My ex told me it was my bro that did it. The bro went go, and mind you, this was somebody close. They both had the same name. They both had the same name, which is crazy. One was a Leo, one was a Virgo. I was around all. See, it don't matter about the signs, because if you meet somebody that's evolved and done the self-work, I don't go for that shit. I'm a cat, right? I don't always go for that, because if the person did the work, yeah, they act like they sound but a more evolved version. When they grimy and from gatekeeping petty shit, facts. Exactly, because if they give you that information, they don't want to see you surpass them. They never want to see you surpass them. You either gonna stay below me, or they don't even want you at their level. You gonna stay below me. That's what it be given. That's what it gives every time. Oh, you're gonna stay below me. You don't get to advance. Nope, you cannot collect 100. Like who the fuck told you? And mind you, they wouldn't blatantly do these things in your face. They always do it with a smile. They always do it with fake concern. It's always with fake concern. You know? But whoever I'm picking up on the positive side of this is that you caught it early. You cut the head off the snake and you said no more. You probably had a crack in your back door. You know, like you close the door, but the screen not fully shut. No, you close that screen door and locked your shit. Because they thought they was about to, because you still have a heart. You still loving, you still giving, you're still caring, but only to who you decide to give it to and who God shows you should give it to. Yeah, you laughing at the back door shit. Yeah, you had the back door fucking cracked a little bit. Like you ain't realize like where that draft coming from. Looking like an old lady, where that draft coming from? Yeah, it was that back door. Exactly. And self was the head of that. See, people don't like to promote self-love because it's selfish. If you don't care about yourself, how could you ever hear from God? If the body's the temple and you're not loving self, caring for yourself, how could you ever have a clear understanding or hear his voice clearly? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you doing all this backdoor shit, who are you to even make a decision for somebody else? That's all I'm saying. Is mad they mad because you have a higher ranking. You have more spiritual authority and soon to be physical authority. Somebody may be coming in or get a promotion or be coming into a bigger opportunity. And I'm getting career, like in the workplace. Because I'm here, you already got your stability. You already got the things, but that career upgrade will actually bring you more fulfillment, right? You're already content. You're grateful for what you have. You have your peace that you created. But God got something for you. He got something better. It's only up from here. Nobody can throw their little 2 cents in. Nobody, and it's going to be untainted just for you. You might be crying shit. You might be crying tears of joy soon. You might be. Look, the baby said rainbows. It was like a whole rainbow coming. That's his promise. That's his promise, right? It's gonna be nothing but smiles and rainbows. Yes, you will have shit that come along your way. Different levels, same devils. See, I like the remix stuff. When people I remix it. You know why? Because life has taught me the actual meaning of it. You know, like different levels, different devils. No, it'd be the same devils, but they'll come a little more dressed up. See, them devils and them people in that negative stink energy, they was busted. So yes, as you go, but you'll be able to pinpoint it, and you'll still learn more lessons along the way. You'll still have more, learn more lessons along the way, but it won't be as dramatic. It won't be as tragic as those first bunch of lessons you had to learn right halfway through. You have plenty more where you probably won't even. You gonna remember them lessons for life. I can tell you that you will remember them lessons for life because it never goes away. Once you learn it, it's hard to. You can't go back to sleep if you wanted to. Try to act clueless. See, we can't do what other people do because we get punished right away. Like, put that shit down. You know the stove hot. Put it down. I just attempted this because I know I'm hard headed. Me personally, I just attempted this. I said that's not for you. You was trying to make something fair. I know who you are. Like, I know it's for you. You know it's for you, right? He didn't give me a mind that don't function. He didn't say use your left side of your brain. You just use the right side. No, use that full shit. I gave you a brain to use fully. But yeah, you guys, the good part, let's end this on a good note because that was heavy and it's giving, like, you tired to keep talking about the same shit. You tired to keep trying to dub the same people. Them days is over. That's what I got from that. And the positive side of this, you came out the victor. That's the positive side of it. Expect the unexpected and prepare to be shocked and surprised. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up. Goodbye. We're out of here.